Welcome to the Daily Race with Brooke and Claire. This is my partner in crime, Brooke Roberts. Say hi, Brooke.
Hey, how y'all doing? Happy to be back.
I know, we're back. And people have been wondering where the heck we've been for the past 3 years. And now, because of technology, Brooke could be in one place and I could be in another. And here we are. I love technology. And what's even more great about our show is that you guys are a part of it. So if you look below, there's actually a little bar, and you guys can type in, say hello. You can ask questions because we're going to have other guests on, of course, from Amazing Race. So you guys are a part of our show, which I think is awesome. We're going to be interacting with you guys. So, on top of that, I just want to let everybody know where we've been. I am actually located in Reno, Nevada, and I am in a basement of a very old hotel in downtown Reno. I know, sounds like super creepy, and it is kind of like Hannibal Lecter style. My producer actually has like a bucket with lotion in it. And so if I ever come up missing, I'm in downtown Reno at the Moores Hotel, okay? Come find me. And Brooke's in San Diego. So Brooke, tell everybody where you're at and what you're doing.
Well, I'm in San Diego sitting in front of a makeshift green room, but it's actually my 19-year-old sister's room that lives with me. I'm sitting on the floor, and you can see here's her bedding. So, I mean, it's quality production value over here.
Well, we just wanted to be back together, so we were kind of just trying to figure out what we could do, and it works, and that's all that matters, right, Brooke?
Hey, I made my sister paint her room so I could have a green screen. I mean, it doesn't get better than this. Live and learn, I'm just saying. So, Claire, I think a question everybody has been asking through the blogs, phone calls, Facebook, where's Brooke and Claire? They have Amazing Race All-Stars. Now it's round 2. I'll let you start to answer that question because I think it truly is the number one question that's on everyone's mind.
Well, we did get asked to be back on both All-Stars, and I was super flattered, and we wanted to go. But the first time, I was pregnant with my first baby, and then the second time they called, I had a week-old baby, and I just didn't have the heart to go. And not only that, my dad got diagnosed with cancer, and he was going through some chemo treatments. And so I wanted to go really bad. We actually said yes, right, Brooke?
Oh, yeah.
And then Brooke actually came to California and sat me down and told me that I was in denial. And I needed to follow my heart and do what was best for myself, which that's why we're best friends. And you know, it wouldn't be running the race like how we ran it on season 17. We were having fun, and we just had a blast, and I didn't want to take anything away from that. And I think when you do run the race, you have to have your whole heart into it. And I would just be running the race to get back home to my family. So I had to make a sacrifice, and I felt really guilty because I wanted Brooke to have that opportunity. So actually, Brooke and I sat down, we discussed it, and I told her, you know, she needed to race anyways, and if there was any way CBS would let her do that, she should go for it. And then Brooke, you could kind of take it from there and tell them kind of what happened.
Well, again, going back to what you said, Claire, I couldn't agree more. It's, you know, there's just so much going on in your life, and I just want everyone to understand that, because I think a lot of people go, oh, why didn't they go, and why would you miss out on this wonderful opportunity? But I think what I love about Amazing Race is the integrity of the show, meaning they profile people that have meaningful lives, that are good to their families, they have great relationships, best friends, or coworkers, or be it a father-son team, whatever that looks like. And I think at the end of the day, prioritizing family over any kind of show is, I think, a no-brainer. So I'll start with that. And, you know, afterwards CBS said, well, Brooke, are you interested in racing with anyone else? And so they put Mallory and I together. And we were an alternate team for the whole time. And right at the end, I decided to go down to the Baja 1000. If anybody's heard of that, it's where they do this.
It's awesome. Amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah. I was in a car. It's called a trophy truck car, and they're literally like $2 million and just flying through the desert. And, you know, you have to choose. You chose your path. And for me, last minute, if anyone knows how it all works with CBS and casting, and, you know, I'm happy where I am. I'm happy I chose career for the time being. That doesn't mean we're always out of the race. If they ever, God willing, do it again, we'll be in. And if anyone watched last night, it was pretty cool when Mallory just came in out of nowhere. She looked adorable and, of course, got to, run the race with Mark and Bopper. I think one of the most dramatic moments of Amazing Race history. So I just think everything happens for a reason, and I think this is where we're meant to be.
We're back, Brooke. We're
back
together. I've missed you so much.
I missed you too. I feel like the band's back together. That's what it feels like.
I'm so happy that we can do this. And then incorporating Amazing Race with it. It's so cool and neat. And so many people already are coming out and asking us questions. Terry is writing in right now and he says, I'm glad you guys are making the right choices in your lives. Brooke, what do you do as your career?
Ooh. Well, darling, I've done a lot of things since Amazing Race. I continued my career with home shopping, and then I did a reality show at TLC for a while called The Goodbye Girls. And now I am doing something I'm really passionate about. And if anyone watches Amazing Race, they know I love anything athletic. Claire can attest to that. And I'm doing some sports reporting for Fox Sports and doing a show called SD Live. And we cover all things sports and entertainment. So it's like my dream job. You never know where life's going to take you, and I am very happy where I am in this moment in doing something athletic in television and having a good time.
Good. I'm so happy that you're following what you love to do. I'm so proud of you. And you got married, too, and now you're living with your husband. No.
Well, that's the story. You actually introduced us. You guys were like BFFs, and she introduced us, and when we first got together, we didn't have anything to do with one another, and then we ended up falling in love, and he's the best man anyone could ask for.
Yeah, but I had to give him the whole play-by-play on how to get you. You left that part out. Like, I literally was sitting there texting him what not to do so Brooke would go crazy. Like, don't hold her hand. Don't say how much you like her. Just play the bro card the whole entire time. And it totally worked. And now they're married. And I'm like, I'm really good at this matchmaking thing.
It's true. So, in a really messed up way, Claire was the player in the game. And you kind of used Evan. It's true, though, ladies, if you take any advice from our show, or actually gents, I think if you play your cards right, it's kind of let the woman make her own decisions. If you do a full court press, then it's, I'm over it.
For you, anyways. You were really hard to get. You did a good job, Brooke. Okay, so Terry is telling me that he needs us to find him a woman. He said he's single and looking. Any dating tips? Well, I don't know. Because of the internet, this is a whole new thing for me, but I know so many people that are meeting over the internet. So I don't know, does it work? Does it not? When I go out to dinner, I can actually see people that I can tell that they've met over the internet because they're so socially awkward with each other. So I don't know. That's a whole new thing. I always say, like Brooke just said, play hard to get.
And I'm also about, getting involved in stuff. I mean, just go, it's simple as going to the Y or going to a new gym class or taking on a new trade. If you put yourself out there all the time and actually meet people in, I think, an organic, authentic way, your odds are to answer the question, I think, just put yourself out there more. Don't go to work, go home, go to the same places. Start trying out new places to meet new interesting people and start asking your friends. And that's, what Evan and I did. We were connected through friends. And I think that's the best relationships that you can get is when someone says, hey, I trust them.
Mary is saying it's totally a great thing. That's where she met her boyfriend.
Online.
Yeah, online. Jen did you do something with Paul Walker?
Me?
Yeah.
I wish.
Is there something I don't know about?
Claire, it's a long story. We'll talk about it later.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny.
Probably from the car.
About that. Spicy, super spicy.
That was before my husband?
Yeah, there might be a lot of videos out there before husbands. Oh, delete. Okay, so we have the Afghanimals coming up in our show, and of course they're on All Stars, but they made a huge impression with the Amazing Race viewers. So they kind of copied us, Brooke.
Listen, I love them, but they took our kiss cam, okay? That's kind of below the belt. We made our way around the world, around the globe by, buttering people up, being nice to them, giving them kisses giving them rewards when they helped us on our journey. And, I love them, but I'm not going to be doing the interview later on. And Claire, you be hard on them. You don't ease up because they have some explaining to do.
I know, man. They're jumping on our steez. But they did a good job. But
yeah.
Man, they were just like hitting on everybody left and right, which I love. They were so much fun to watch. And they're funny. That's
They're
what I
really
love
funny
about The Amazing Race. Like, you have such a diverse range of characters, and the way they ran the race is the way that you should, just with lots of love and lots of laughs, because it's the only thing that could get you through. And that's what we're going to talk about, racing with somebody that you don't know. I don't know if that's possible. I don't think I would be able to do it. I honestly, I don't think I would be able to race with my own husband, because I can't even get around town with him in the same car without arguing with him. So I don't know if it weren't for Brooke that I would be able to race with anybody else. So those are some of the questions that we're going to have for the crazy Animals, Jamal and Leo. They're going to be coming up here within the next 5 minutes. So people are just blowing us up right now. Everybody's saying you better be careful. Oh, your mom is watching. Yay, we have a viewer. It's our mom. Hi.
Hi, Mom. If you could depend on anyone in this world to watch your show, it's your mom. Because if your mom isn't watching,
we're getting a lot of people interested in. It's just my mom. Awesome. Oh my gosh. So everybody's saying that you definitely need companionship because running the race is so hard. We have people from New Zealand typing in, actually.
Hey.
Jimmy is saying, hello from New Zealand. We are so glad to see you girls. Yeah, and they're excited for the Animals to be on.
Oh, good.
I know.
See, I agree with you, though, Claire, that it really does require a very special bond to do the race with somebody. And I'm totally with you. Every time Evan, misses a turn or he, just doesn't pay attention, I go, see, that's why we can never do the Amazing Race, because you are not focused on your driving. He's like, okay, crazy.
We do that, too. I'll be like, we just lost the race. Like, if we're in the grocery store and we can't make up our mind, we lost the race. We say that all the time. So always incorporating the Amazing Race in our lives. Still, that's why we call it the daily race, because it's still ongoing chaos all the time. And that's what Brooke and I are going to be incorporating in our show weeks to come, is more our lives. I have clips of my kids doing wacky and crazy things. I need to know if it's normal or not, because sometimes I look at my 2-year-old thinking, I might need to take him in and get him evaluated. Is this normal? I need help. And I call Brooke and I tell her about it, and she's like, yeah, I don't know. And then, Brooke, you want advice on your husband and all sorts of things. So we're going to totally get into that in weeks to come, and we want you guys to share your views and comments. So coming up here pretty soon, you guys stick around, because the Animals are going to be on via phone call, so it should get interesting.
I am dying to hear what they say, because there were so many things that happened right in the opener last night. And it's, it's going to be interesting to see their opinion, their take on everybody. Some people diss them. Some people were nice to them. It's going to be really interesting. You never know what people are saying. You and I were shocked. I thought everyone was really fair and nice to us and everything, but you never know what people say off camera, because you only know what you've said. So it's really, I think it's interesting to watch the show and see, oh, they said what? Who? So that's always fun to see.
Well, and that's just it. You get to rewatch it and people's their opinions of you, and you're like, what? I thought we were friends. So, yeah, it's really interesting to look back on everything and see everybody on tape. And the way that they come off on camera, it's really funny, too. Was it fair or not, So, yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Couldn't agree more. It always reminds me when you talk about not having a sense of self or what you look like on air. You and I, the whole time, were like, we're just trying to survive and have fun. So every length of it's like, we're just going to have a good time. And my favorite part is when we got U-turned by Thomas. And I think that's what we realized when you actually watch the show. Other people are like, no, they're really competitive. But we never saw ourselves as that. We're like, we're just trying to survive here. So it is interesting when you watch it, when it's all done and edited, how different everyone perceives you than how we perceive ourselves.
I know. I thought we looked a lot better than we actually did on TV. But anyways, coming up, Afghan Animals, stick around. We're going to go to a quick break, and then we will be back. And we're back. I have Leo and Jamal on right now. The Afghanimals. Big
Yeah, buddy.
How's it going?
It's good. I'm so happy that you guys joined us for our first show. I'm so excited. There's so many people out there that actually like compare us as teams. So
nice. We're excited too. And you know what they say. You always remember the first, so.
Oh, it's already getting naughty in here. That was a pure Afghanimal comment, by the way.
hey, we learned a lot from you guys. You know, like with the kiss count, you guys have been our favorites, so we couldn't be happier to be here with you guys.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. My first question is like, what's up? Why were you guys stealing our stees? You guys run around doing the kiss count, laughing, making fun of everybody. I mean, I have to say, you guys are the most entertaining to watch. But that's what everybody wanted to know. Like, were you offended when they took the kiss count from you? I'm like, no, not at all. More the merrier.
Well, it wasn't really like copying. It's like I think we're like our alter egos. It's like I think you guys are the female version of us, and we're the male version of you. And if only we could have been on the same season, you know, sparks would have been flying everywhere.
Sparks, and there they are, flying everywhere. They just put sparks.
Oh!
That's right. Yeah, I know. I think it might have been a good thing that we didn't race together because they probably wouldn't be able to air a lot of what would happen between us all racing together. So I just have some questions for you guys real quick. First and foremost, what everybody's talking about is Mallory coming on All Stars. What was your guys' first response when you saw her running down the bleachers?
I mean, for me, this is Jamal speaking. Like, I couldn't believe it. You know, we love Mallory too. From the 2 seasons that she was on with her father, and you know, she's just energetic, just like us, crazy. You know, we love her. You know, energy. So we're really excited. You know, to be able to race with her and you know, just have her on the race.
Now,
yeah, Mallory was like so fun and bubbly. Like we really get attracted. And like we like magnets to people with the same personality as us. And when we saw her like running down those steps, it was like bittersweet because like we love Mark and Bopper too. Like you know we were never gonna forget their season. And when we saw her coming down, it was like, oh wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Do you think that you would be able to race with somebody else rather than Leo, Jamal?
For me. I don't think so. Just because, you know, for me and Leo, I mean, we've been friends ever since we were born. We're cousins, and we know so much about ourselves. And what I can do, he can do. What he can do, I can do. So we sort of fit perfectly together. We may be, you know, mad at each other at times, but then we end up squashing it out. You know, like true friends. You know, people who have true chemistry. They know how to get over things really quick and still keep focused on the main prize.
Well, and you don't have time for that while you're racing either. That's what Brooke and I found, is that the people that stay in the negative and are constantly bickering at each other don't do very well. So if you kind of get over it and squash it, you get a lot further because you're not wasting that energy. So
of course,
that's what we're
doing. Exactly.
We're just like, let's just hug it out and keep on running.
Yeah, if you wait and you dwell on little things that really don't matter and you look at the big picture, it's just going to keep you back, and it's going to get you from getting a great taxi versus a worse taxi. So it's stuff that we've learned from each other. It didn't come overnight. Like we've known each other for 26 years, and you know, it's like like something that doesn't come overnight. And like I don't think I would race with anyone else. I don't think I would be able to, you know. It's like you might think you could, but it's like the relationship we have is just something that means a lot, and it shows, as you see on every Sunday at 8 p.m.
And there's so much more to come. I can already tell. I was like cringing. Even when I hear the music to Amazing Race, my heart starts racing. I'm like, oh my gosh, no. It's hard for me to watch. I don't know if it is for you guys in the past seasons. Sometimes I can't watch it because I'm like, oh my gosh, why didn't they read the clue when we were known for not reading the clue? So everybody is typing in right now. They are freaking out because I have the Afghanimals on. I feel like you guys are superstars right now. They want to know, what was the worst argument you guys ever got onto on Amazing Race?
I think the worst argument was probably that first season, the second episode in Chile, and it was so fresh to us and everything was new, and then we were in first, we finished first, and then I feel like the race got to me, because we ended up not settling up our taxi fare, so once I found out, I was like, wow, we were first and we lost, and we're both very competitive. To know that we just gave a first place prize away because of a stupid mental mistake, I was really mad, and I think that was the biggest argument. And from then, we realized, like, you know what, if we keep fighting like this, we're not going to stay in. We need to squash this out. Let's get over it. And that was a really, really, really bad fight.
Well, speaking of fighting, the tweenies, what do you guys think about them?
Well,
those evil brownies.
The 20s, they were like, when we watched their season, it was kind of like, oh wow, they're like annoying and obnoxious and so loud. But it was funny when we got to know them on that first flight, like they were like us. They were like so down to earth. They were just loud. They spoke their mind, like sort of like you two. Like you guys weren't like you guys are more suave and like you portrayed it in a much nicer way. But them, they just like no, and they'll curse at you, they'll curse at each other, and they'll let it rain on anybody.
Shut up, you idiot.
Well, together they bicker at each other a lot. So
yeah, they would do this. They would do this noise, hoi hoi hoi.
Well, and then they were sitting there. They're kind of talking smack about you guys.
Yeah, I mean that leg. We were probably running around for like an hour.
Oh, there's our fight. Our fight. That just showed the fight right now.
We were probably running around for an hour, and then having to bicker back and forth, notes here, notes there. I mean, I think it was the worst idea. Both of us trying to look for the same location together. We should have separated. If they found one great, they would have asked their set of locals in China, and we could have asked our set of locals in China. But that didn't happen. Luckily for Leo and I, it worked out well in our favor.
Right. Well, and then they're sitting there trying to decide if they should get in a new little bubble or not. And I'm just like, get in a bubble. Just stop talking about it. Just get in it, So
not only that, before they got in the bubble, they let Jen and Caroline take that first bubble and they got the second one. If it was Leo and I there, we probably would have just pushed and be like, no, you guys take the second one. And I was looking at, he just let Caroline and Jen get that first one. Why? So, I mean, it's just little things like that.
They did a lot of things that they would have changed. Like, why did they leave us? When they left us, it's like our luck changed and we found the clue. And, we went and we finished in a good position. They could have been right with us.
Right.
But,
exactly. See, they should have followed you guys. Follow the path. Yeah. You got to follow the path.
When in doubt, follow the other animals.
That's right.
Yeah, just follow the sexiest guys that ever raced the Mega Race.
Well, and that's where I was going to go with this. You guys have this sexy swagger about you, but Jamal, you just got married.
Yeah. I just got married.
You're off the market now, and Leo, you're still out there, in the dating scene. So I just was wondering, Jamal, have you hit that mark in your marriage yet where she's annoying the heck out of you? That's when you know you're really married.
There's days here and there. We've just been married for less than 5 months, so we're still newlyweds. But I mean, when you love somebody so much, of course they're going to annoy you. There's going to be days that you're happy, and then there's going to be days that you're annoyed. To sit here and say, oh no, I don't get annoyed, and that's not going to be true. To think everything's perfect, but I'm lucky enough to have somebody that's not only mentally, physically attractive, smart, and she's my other, companion aside from Leo. Me and Leo, we're the male versions of what I lack. He has my wife.
Oh my gosh! Yes, you guys have only been married for 5 months. No, don't get me wrong. Now
he has to start on the little Afghanis to start.
I can give you all sorts of advice about that, Jamal.
He's gonna name it. Oh yeah, Claire. No, Claire, you were telling me how much you love motor life and married life and how much fun it is.
Oh my gosh. Don't get me wrong. I love my husband to death. I love my children, but it is work. It is so much work. So yeah, I was talking to Leo the other day. We were talking about dating. I'm like, don't do it. Just stay single. Have fun. She called me the other day and she was like, oh my gosh, I was sleeping with my husband the other night and his breathing just annoys me. And I'm like, Brooke, that is bad. She's like, I just don't know, him deep breathing. So I was thinking, oh my gosh, Jamal, I have to know, like, what is getting on your nerves? Because I think we all go through it in a relationship, you know? It's just funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but dating's fun, you know. It's like you could be single only for so long, you know, but you know, it's good to test the waters, see where your match is. You know, my guy match was Jamal. You know, my girl match could have been you, it could have been Brooke, it could have been Allie or Ashley, it could have been the Tweenies. We don't know.
I know.
You know,
so
still out there.
Did you hook up with any of them? This is
no.
The one question. Not even for $1 million?
No, I'm a good guy.
Oh, come on. You gotta give me
Oh, Claire. I think I hear your babies crying.
Oh, no, they're fine.
No, it's really strict on the show. Like once you're on, once you land on the mat and Phil says, all right, you're in 5th place or 1st place, it's like you're secluded. You can't talk to anybody. It's like you're on your own. Like you have security guards escorting you around. So it's like you could, if you wanted to, you couldn't.
Okay.
You know, but if it did happen, you know, the cameras are right with you, so they for sure would have showed it on TV. If it did happen.
Then it would be on the Spice Channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds fun to me. Okay, so I have a quick game because we're going to wrap it up real quick. So I'm going to play a game with you. One word. When I say somebody's name, you give me the first word that comes into your head. Ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mallory.
Bubbly.
What?
Funny.
I said bubbly.
Okay. Okay, Tweenies.
Brown.
Evil.
Oh my gosh, you're so horrible. Okay, what about the Cowboys?
Cowboys.
Pretty much sums it up.
Competitors.
The competitors. Okay, well that sums it up. So they're the competitors to watch out for, huh?
Yeah, the Cowboys, based off the last 2 seasons that they're on, they're very, very strong. So we're keeping our eyes on them. On them Cowboys.
Oh, those Cowboys. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me on my first show. You're
no problem.
To talk to, and we absolutely adore you, and we'll be watching you every Sunday nights, right, on CBS.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brooke.
I love you.
Where's Brooke? Where's Brooke?
Brooke actually had to go on another shoot, so she'll be on.
I wanted to be kiss count number 33 on her.
Oh,
okay, Claire, you're good.
Who doesn't?
Okay, Claire, blow me a kiss. Blow me a kiss, Claire. Blow me a kiss.
There, I gave you 3.
Nice.
Love you guys. So next week,
Love you.
we're going to have the Chippendales on, so that's going to be a little show to see for sure. Monday night, 7 o'clock right here on LoadedTV.com. Good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.